Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the Lakers swept the Sacramento Kings. I'm very happy about that. As somebody who was a teenager back in '01, was I 12 or something like that? I don't know. I ain't doing the math, but yeah, we got them. It feels good to beat the Kings 4-0 on the season, 132 to 122. This game we kind of coasted through, to be honest with you. I don't know that you can play the way that we did in the fourth quarter and win too many games against really good teams. But as I've been telling you guys for a couple of weeks, I don't think the Kings are a really good team at all. 6-game losing streak for them. 13-18 is their record. They fired their coach. Same result regardless. Our record is 17-13. We feel pretty good about ourselves. What are we on? A 3-game winning streak, I believe it is. How are we looking? No, it's a 2-game winning streak at this point. We just beat Golden State. And, we've been beating the crap out of the Kings. That's what we've been doing. A lot of Kings basketball going our way. So our team stat situation, 46 of 77, 59% from the field. We love that. 53% from the three with 14 of 26. So we love that. We got our free throw shooting together for the most part, 26 of 33, 78%. After having a very bad first half, they were 11 of 15 from the free throw line and 11 of 40 from the three at 27% for those who care about the Kings. 39 to 33, so they did win the boards, and we gave up 13 offensive rebounds and only acquired 4 of them. So that was not a good thing for us. We really needed to do better on the boards tonight. 38 assists for them, 33 for us, so we didn't beat them there. 7 steals for them, 4 for us, didn't beat them there. 2 blocks for them, 3 blocks for us, and we had 1 more turnover than them at 11. So, yeah, we gave up 13 points on those 11 turnovers. They gave up 7 points off of those 10 turnovers. And they beat us on the fast break, 22 to 14. They beat us with points in the paint, 62 to 58. But they didn't beat us in the game. And it's because we shot the 3 ball significantly better. That 11 of 40 from behind the arc versus our 14 to 26, that's where we won the game. We shot the ball, a whole lot better than them, and they shot a whole lot more than us. You're trying to get attempts, you're trying to get makes, obviously not attempts. You're trying to get makes. And for us to only attempt 26 3-point shots and hit 14 of them, we were scorching hot. And that's what it really came down to. We were really hot from behind the arc tonight. We love that for ourselves. And from the field for that matter as well, of course. So, Anthony Davis, 36 points, 8 assists, 15 boards. Gotta love that. 12 of 16 from the field. 1 of 1 from 3, 11 of 13 from the free throw line. I really thought Anthony Davis chose some good shots too. It wasn't just that he was hot. He was passing up bad threes for good twos, getting in rhythm, and really just selecting shots at a very, very, very impressive rate. So that's where I think he was most impressive to me. Out of everything that he did tonight, it was just the shot selection I thought was superb. Some of the best I'd seen from him. At a plus 21, yeah, he's getting the game ball from me tonight. But he wasn't the only one who deserved it, because there's a guy by the name of Austin Reaves who had 26 points, 16 assists, and 6 rebounds on 9 of 16 field goals, 3 of 4 from behind the arc. 16 assists. If that's not a career high, I don't know what is. I'm not certain it's a career high, but just the same I am, because I ain't never seen him get no 16 assists. He did have 5 turnovers. But that 26 points, 16 assists, I mean, he's stepping into a different vision of his ceiling right now. All-Star Reaves is starting to creep into play right now. I don't know if he can keep this up. Obviously, there was no Bron out there. We were shorthanded quite a bit. We had some in-game injuries as well, with Gabe Vincent going down and Cam Reddish kind of, he was available to play, but we didn't ask him to get back in there. So I'm not sure what it's going to look like against Cleveland with some missing guys. Obviously, no Bron. But Austin Reaves, in 43 minutes of play, just was diming the ball all over the place and really did get his scoring going. Shot well from behind the arc and from the field. So I thought he was superb. He could have very easily got the game ball, but I'm going to give it to Anthony Davis just the same. Rui Hachimura also had another good game, man. 7 of 11 from the field, 4 of 5 from the 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Love that from Rui Hachimura. I'm telling you, we're a better team if he's getting the attempts. Last game he had 12. This game he had 11. I think he should hover around 11 to 12 attempts every night for the percentage that he shoots. And I've been saying this for over a month. For the percentage that he shoots, he should have more attempts than what we ask him to have. And so that's something that I thought really shined tonight, was his ability to hit three-point shots specifically. Kept us hot there. Max Christie, what is this, a 4th straight game with 15 or more points, 13 or more points? Max Christie had 16 points tonight. 1 block, 2 steals, 2 assists, only 1 board. But 3 of 5 from behind the arc, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 5 of 8 from the field. So Max Christie's offense is starting to come around. He did get in a little foul trouble, so I thought he would have been even better if that foul trouble wouldn't have came around. But kudos to him for not fouling out despite having 5 fouls for pretty much the whole 4th quarter. So Max Christie, fantastic overall week for him. It's been a great, I think he's probably had a pretty good December, to be honest with you. So kudos to Max Christie for helping us a lot, as he has come to do a lot. Christian Koloko, 2 of 2 from the field in only 5 minutes. For the for the production, Koloko was really good per minute. He doesn't get a lot of minutes, but you figure he gave us 4 points and a board in 5 minutes of play. What happens when you give him 30 minutes a night? You know, I think he's one of those guys where you may want to use him a little more, JJ. Cam Reddish, as we said, got a little hurt out there. 1 of 3 from the field, 2 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, plus 4, 1 board. You know, it's 19 minutes of play, limited minutes there. D'Angelo Russell had a better second half. You know, the first half we were a little frustrated with his shooting percentage. In the second half, I thought he was very aggressive, did some good things out there. 9 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 4 of 10 shooting from the field, 1 of 4 from the 3. Not a great D-Lo game, but like I said, he was much better in the second half, so I credit him that. Dalton Connect, another good game for Dalton. 18 points, 1 assist, 2 boards on a +9. 6 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from behind the arc, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. So him starting to find his way. 18 points is strong. He's contributed pretty well for the last couple of games, and that's what I want to say. I think, you know, between him and Max Christie really finding their scoring punch has really helped our basketball team. You know, that's really what it is. I also saw a very nice play. Dalton Connect had some good defense on De'Aaron Fox on one possession, where he used his length very well and kept Fox from getting a layup. That stood out for me as well. So I like the way Dalton's been playing these last couple of games, man. He found himself out of rotation, getting like 10 minutes and stuff like that, but he had 33 minutes tonight, so he's starting to really get his minutes, and I think he's doing good things with it in the absence of others. So that's really the production for the Lakers. I mean, we didn't have anything else go on. That was our rotation. Gabe Vincent, I didn't know if I mentioned him or not, but of course he had gotten hurt in 7 minutes of play, 0 for 1, one rebound, 1 turnover. So it's kind of hard to really gauge what was going on there when he only had 7 minutes of play. But you know, we really ran into a hard times going through type of team, I guess is what I'll say. Sacramento's going through some of the hardest times there are for themselves. Some of the turnovers, especially down the stretch, were just like, I mean, throwing the ball at our fans type turnovers. It was bad. Like, it was really, really bad. 14 points, 7 assists, 12 turnovers for Sabonis with some terrible fouls. Some of the fouls Sabonis had made you wonder where his head was at. I know he's coming off of sickness or whatever. He's been away for a couple games, but I don't think I've seen Sabonis really struggle as bad as he struggled tonight. The shooting wasn't bad, 6 of 13, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, but just the decision making and the fouls, like, man, he looked distracted tonight. DeMar DeRozan, man, Compton kid, 41 minutes of play, 12 of 17 from the field. He really showed up very well for his team. 25 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. So he looked like his old self, but this, you need, that production is much better utilized on another team. There are teams that could really use DeMar DeRozan's services. Sacramento's not one of them. I don't. He never fit with this team to begin with. They needed other things. They went and paid him all that money, made a trade for him. I think they should trade him again. I think they should trade him. I think they should trade him for pieces that they really need. Because he could help a team, man. There's 25 teams in this league that could use his production, that could better utilize what he does and Sacramento does. Millions of teams. So I don't see it there. Keegan Murray had a bad game. 29 minutes of play, 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 6 from behind the arc, 5 points, 3 rebounds. They really like Keegan Murray in Sacramento, but to be honest with you, I think they should probably consider what life looks like without him. Obviously, you don't want to trade a guy when his value's low, especially when you know he's as talented as he is. So it may not be time to trade Keegan Murray right now while he's struggling, but I don't know if I love him in Sacramento anymore. I don't know if I love him in Sacramento anymore. I just think he's a really good player, but I think his production is taking a dip in the wrong direction this year, and it stayed down pretty much all year. And that's coming from somebody who's owned him on the fantasy teams. So I've kind of been paying attention to him a little more than a lot of players. He's having a horrible season, like literally horrible. De'Aaron Fox, 29 points, 12 assists, 4 steals, 1 block, 4 rebounds. A very bad three-point shooting night for him. 1 of 9 from the 3, but 12 of 25 from the field. A lot of stuff that he did was in the fourth quarter. So, you give credit where it's due. Anytime the Lakers ready to make the trade, I'm ready to do it. That's really what it comes down to. The 1 of 9 didn't scare me away. Whenever they're ready, pull the trigger. Malik Monk had 20 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, on 7 of 16 shooting, 3 of 8 from behind the arc. I thought that was a pretty good game for Malik Monk. He did some strong things out there. I think his playmaking has been very impressive with the Sacramento Kings, the 7 assists. Regularly, he does a lot in the assist category. He's really developed extremely well. Trey Lyles, 2 of 8 from the field, 0 of 5 from behind the arc. He was part of the problem. His three-point shooting was really bad. If he had it going on, we would have been in some trouble. But since he was ice cold, it was bad for them, and we liked that for us. Alex Len had 1 of 1 from the field, 3 points, 1 assist in 11 minutes. Kevin Huerter had 24 minutes, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc, 9 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, 1 board. Keon Ellis, the forgotten man, didn't miss a shot. 4 of 4 from the field, 3 of 3 from behind the arc, 11 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist, 1 rebound. I think the Lakers should try to get him in this trade. If we're going to make a trade with the Sacramento Kings to get De'Aaron Fox, and we give up a million things, bring back Keon Ellis. That's what I say to LA. Bring back Keon Ellis. Make him a target in the trade. Because they ain't doing nothing with him. They got a million shooting guards. They can't seem to figure out what to do with him. He had 13 minutes of play, didn't miss a shot, and is probably their best defender. Get him out of there. So that's pretty much my thought on the Sacramento Kings. I'm just like, man. They fired Mike Brown. They added Doug Christie, old op. What can I say, man? They still suck. It is what it is. It's good to see. We swept them. Cowbells, no more. Beams, no more. And we move on. You know what I mean? We don't have to see them anymore. Saw them 3 times in a matter of 7 days. I don't care if I never see that team again, dude. And I really hope we don't draw them in the playoffs, but I doubt they'll be in the playoffs the way they've been playing and the way things are looking. I don't, ain't no love lost there, man. I can't stand Sacramento. I ain't been able to stand them since I was a young man, a young teenager. So see them struggling like this warms the soul, and I hope we can take their star from them. I really do. So that's pretty much what I got in regards to them, man. We going on to see the Cleveland Cavaliers next. And like I said, the way that we've been playing, I think our defense needs to improve quite a bit, to say the least. After this game, giving up 122 points to the lowly Sacramento Kings, 115 to the Golden State Warriors, 117 to the Detroit Pistons. Like, this hasn't been the greatest defensive performance over the last 4 games after having the number 1 defense in the league for about 7 games or whatever it was. We've fallen off there. Our offense has picked up, but our defense has fallen. LeBron James, he's going to be 40 years old when we get back on the floor against Cleveland. His birthday's on Monday. We play Cleveland on Tuesday. He took tonight off. Hopefully he's feeling better. I don't know. I don't want to speculate on nothing, but we'll see him when he's 40. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it comes down to. And, of course, they got him going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So that should be inspired there. And I don't really have too much to say, man. Sacramento Kings are pitiful, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. They've fallen off in a very drastic way. Um, that's really what it comes down to. You're talking about a team on a 6-game losing streak, man. Having lost to the same team 3 times in this losing streak. Like, this is bad. And you could fire the coach, but the coach, I don't think he was a problem. I don't think he was the problem at all. I think the problem is that roster and that front office. And I've been paying attention to what talking heads have been talking about in regards to the Kings, some of their local people. They were upset after the Detroit game. I would love to hear what they got to say tonight too, man. I'm going to listen to our guys on our end, but I'm very curious about what goes on in Sacramento, because where do they go from here? Obviously, people are going to be calling for Fox. I think it's a damn good chance they move him. I think it's a damn good chance he tells them after a game like tonight that I ain't coming back, so y'all better figure something out. Like, I think it's a damn good chance. A trade request is fielded very soon. That's what I'm here to tell y'all. I can see De'Aaron Fox after this game saying, man, I don't want to do this. Let's not even do this. Because there was a point in time in the fourth quarter where it looked like they could come back, but they really didn't have any fight in them, even though we were allowing them back in the game. I think a confident team that's got its stuff together probably would be in overtime right now against us, the way we were playing that fourth quarter. And they had nothing. They had absolutely nothing. They won the fourth quarter, 32-25. We scored 42 in the third quarter to their 24. They had 35 points to our 25 in the second, and we had 40 points to their 31 in the first. So the seesaw was real, man. Drastic scoring quarters on both sides, but ultimately with us having 2 40-point plus quarters in this game, giving up 132 points to the LA Lakers without LeBron James. If you're the Sacramento Kings, you can't fire a coach twice. You know what I mean? They fired him last. They didn't even let him get on the plane. And it's the performance their team provided. I don't know where they go from here, but I can tell you, if I'm a Kings fan, there's a lot of things I want changed. And it ain't just in the roster. So, Vlade and Vivek, they got some stuff to consider for real. GM, whoever their GM is, they got some stuff to consider. There's going to be some people moving up out of there if I'm running things, because this is absolutely absurd. And then it's not like they're injured. They had everybody. Their whole roster is pretty much on the floor, with the exception of Devin Carter, their rookie, of whom they've never had to begin with. And the Lakers are missing 5 people today? We had Jackson Hayes in uniform, but he didn't go tonight, so he might as well have still been out. LeBron out. Gabe Vincent went down in the middle of the game. Max Christie had 5 fouls. Like, they couldn't compete even when we were depleted as bad as we were. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This team looks shot to me. I think a trade would help, but when you're in this situation, as we know all too well, your players are playing poorly, you're going to get lowball for anything you have. People ain't going to give you top dollar right now when everybody's struggling. When your team is struggling, it's dog days in Sacramento. And I guess that's par for the course, because it is Sacramento. It's not like we're talking about a historical franchise or nothing. But for a team that was just lighting the beam 2 years ago, playoffs, all this and that, without making too many real roster changes, they have completely fallen off. And that's the story. That's the story. The Lakers aren't the story. We're doing fine. We took care of business against all Bay Area opponents. You know what I mean? We've been doing what we need to do. I'm pretty pleased with us. We've won 5 out of the last 6 games? Feel good about that. Too bad we can't see Sacramento 70 more times. We'd be the best team in the league. Like, that's how this is looking. So, I don't know, man. I want the Lakers to take advantage of this if they can. If you can get De'Aaron Fox, especially for the low, you pull the trigger on that. And I don't think Sacramento would be too pleased about sending them to LA, so I doubt they do that without being forced to. But, that's what it is for us. I'm just waiting for that big trade. I don't particularly have too many complaints. I just want our team to get healthy, try to work on our defensive principles again, and try to find a way to have our defense and our offense meet us at the same damn time for a change. But we got the Cleveland Cavaliers, like I said, coming up New Year's Eve. It's going to be a very difficult game. I don't imagine we're favored to win that. They blew us out last time we saw them, but I think we're a much more capable team right now than we were then. And they're coming into our house where we play very well. So that's really what I got to say, man. Game ball goes to AD with honors going to Austin Reaves. My name is BDF44. I thank you all for watching.